Good morning, welcome to Bitcoin Bounce, and today I'm here with Dion, and today we are looking at what's happening with Bitcoin. Is Bitcoin gonna find support and go up again? And then Dion is going to show us an awesome trading signal. In the next session after this, we're going to talk about Ethereum. So I want you to watch this video and then straight after go on our channel and watch the very next one. We're going to give you some important information about the Ethereum merge and what is the future movement of Ethereum. Okay, but back to Bitcoin. Dion, how are you doing today?
I'm doing well, Joseph. How are you guys?
Good.
Okay, so we're starting just with the market indicators, dollar index. So yesterday when we were looking, it was up quite high. So we've had a nice retracement here, which has seen to the other markets all finding a bit of a base and starting to go up, like Bitcoin and Ethereum as well. So we're still hoping for it to dump below, well, not dump, but just get below this 108 and start moving down to trade in that area there. But so far so good, at least we're coming down again. We can quickly just have a look at the Nasdaq. Also, you can see that it's found a bit of support and coming back, and a trend line here that it's been following. S&P 500 as well also found support, and hopefully holds that zone there and starts coming back up. The money into crypto or into the altcoins is gradually picking up on an uptrend, so that's great. Money flowing back into altcoins. And then what I'm also very excited about, the Bitcoin dominance is dropping, which is fantastic for us. So if we hit below this 40, we're going to see altcoins spike. So like Joseph, with all your bots with so many different altcoins, you stand a good chance here of a nice spike once we go below the 40. Unless Bitcoin has a strong recovery, then obviously it's going to start dominating the market again. But for now, we're moving down, which is great. And then moving to Bitcoin itself. So on the weekly chart, we were concerned about dropping our weekly support here, but we've now yesterday managed to break back above that. So we're back above the weekly support, which is great. And the next target would then be this 200 MA, which is also a concern. So we have to break above that. So let's just go in a bit closer to the daily. So on the daily, all our previous patterns have now been invalidated. So what I see at the moment is a descending wedge, which is a great pattern actually. Maybe I'm just overly bullish, but that normally breaks to the upside, so we would expect it here to break out and break up if it is what it is. So we're hoping for that, and the levels that we're watching, we can let me just turn that on. If we go back to our CPR that we looked at yesterday, that's still in place, so it found support there. It's trading above that, and normally on the CPR, if you get a rejection off that support zone, then your target is basically for that baseline of the CPR. So it's 21750 is still the overall daily target that we think we're on our way to. Let me just go into 4 hours. So on the 4-hour chart, this is the zones that we've been trading in for how long. Let me just turn that off, it's a bit noisy. So we wanted to break back into this zone here, which is now resistance for us. So I'm looking here for us to either break out, or because it's a descending wedge, it could still bounce around inside this, so maybe bounce back down and bounce off this weekly support again and come up and then only break out. So whenever that bounce is going to happen, it depends. At the moment, if we get out here, I don't think there's really a trade in it, because I expect a rejection off this previous resistance zone here. But if it bounces down and we break out, then that could be quite a nice little trade for us to trade up to the bottom of that zone, where we can then get a pullback. And then what I'm also looking at, if we if we break out here and we get into this level, I'll show you something else that I've been watching, the fair value gap. This is a very accurate indication also. So it shows unbalance in the market, and that was caused by this candle here. And the big players, banks and so on, they always come back to recover that. And I'll just show you how quickly this actually happens. So you guys must put alarms on your trading views, and once we hit that zone, I'm also going to, I expect like a very quick little run up there, and it's not a big trade, but if you get in there and just run it to the upside there, you could at least make 1.5%. And if you think that with the banks you get 1% per year, this could happen in 15 minutes. I'll show you on the 15-minute chart where that actually, so that candle just dropped down here in 15 minutes over there, and because it was so quick, there's unbalance, and that same thing would probably play out again. So that move will be very quick. So if you don't have an alarm on it and sit there waiting for it, you'll miss that trade, and then just cash it out there, because we might have a bit of a pullback and so on. So but if you can just take a quick little scalp trade, is coming up there on Bitcoin. And then the trade that I'm watching at the moment is Chiliz. So if you just look at the upside of Chiliz, the all-time high from where we are now, it's 350 odd percent. So as a hodl coin already, it's at a really low price. It's bargain pricing to get into Chiliz now. And if we just zoom in a bit, you can see since we've had the big pullback, this is the lowest it's been. We've had a very nice uptrend, and it's never broken this support line here. So it's looking very good, and it's broken above this support line, which is also a very strong previous support you can see from there. So for our entry, if we zoom into the 1 hour, so I just want to play it very safe for you guys. No financial advice. We're not actually giving you trades to follow. We're just telling you what we're doing. So this is that line that we broke now, and that's our support. So you'll see there's just another little resistance line here, where we found, you can see there was a lot of resistance, and again, but out of that zone, once it's come through and retested, there's a very, very nice bounce off it quite a few times, you can see. So just to play it safe, if we wait until we break this zone here, and also there's this descending resistance line here. So let's wait for that to break, and to break that resistance line here, and then there's a good 5% in it to this high here. And if you want to hold on to that trade, you can target the next high, which was there. So it's either 5%, 10%, or you can target the next range high, which was around about 20%. And let me just show you again. So if you zoom out, there's really still so much for us to go above that. We like operating down here, and so there's really a lot. We're just taking that little bit of profit out there. So that's a very good trade coming up. And in the past, every time when the pricing and all the coins have dropped so low, I've just kept an eye on Chiliz, and it's like always one of the fastest ones to just recover. So after this pullback, I'm expecting just a quick little move up from Chiliz. So let's keep an eye on that. That's it from me, Joseph.
Yeah, awesome. I love that Chiliz coin. There's a lot of volatility in that coin. So even if you put a take profit in there, it might even just do a spike and take out that take profit. So for DCA, that's one of my favorite DCA coins also. So it's a very versatile coin, and there's good fundamentals also in that coin. So I believe that 300% that you showed there is very possible on Chiliz. Alright guys, this is all from us for today. We are expecting a big move both on Bitcoin and Ethereum over the next 2 or 3 weeks, especially with all the excitement about this Ethereum merge. So me and Dion is going to be back in an hour, and then we're going to talk about the Ethereum merge. We're going to listen to Steve from Crypto Crew. He's going to explain to us on a 3-day chart why he believes this is the time right now to buy Ethereum. And then also we're going to go over some interesting information that Casey put out there about the Ethereum. So stay tuned. We'll see you in the next session. Thank you, Dion.
Thanks, Joseph. See you guys later.